Frill, could I have a word?
That's it! I've had enough. I'm resigning.
What on earth's the matter, Imogen?
Constance Harborough, the way she talks to me!
All right, calm down, dear. What's all this about?
The third years were disco dancing and Constance accused me of joining in with them. I mean, why would I do that? It's completely ridiculous. Ever since I came to Cackle, she's treated me as though I were one of the pupils. Well, this is the last straw. I'm leaving immediately.
Imogen, you can't do that. I mean, where would you go?
Oh, don't worry, Miss Cackle. I was offered a job during the holidays.
Were you? What sort of job?
At my boyfriend's adventure centre.
You mean to give up teaching?
Miss Cackle, it's what I've always wanted. Being in the outdoors, hang gliding, rock climbing, skiing in the winter, being more with Serge, of course.
I see, so you're serious.
Of course I'm serious!
Right. I think I'd better have a word with Constance. Don't move.
Allow me...
She's very upset, Constance.
She's overreacting. She'll see sense once she calms down. She's been very independent-minded since she returned from the holidays. And she's not the only one suffering from that.
Listen, I apologise if you've been given a false impression, dear. Constance and I think you're an excellent teacher, don't we?
Yes, of course.
If Constance got the wrong end of the stick about the dancing, well, that's very unfortunate. She certainly didn't intend to put you down. It won't happen again, will it?
No, Miss Cackle.
Why don't you give yourself a bit more time? This is a big decision.
All right. I'll think it over.
At least this way she won't have left by tomorrow. Gives us time to find a replacement.
If we need to. Right. I still think she'll stay. It's all attention-seeking. It's what happens when you employ a non-witch in a witch school.
Is that what you think, Constance Hardborough?
What?
So much for not putting me down. Well, the truth's out now, isn't it?
Imogen! Now you've done it. There's Imogen. Oh dear, has she got a problem?
I don't know, but I think we should find out.
Hello, Miss Brill. Is something the matter?
2 girls have gone missing, I'm afraid.
Which ones?
Ruby Cherry Tree and Jadu Wally.
Well, that's par for the course.
Where were they last seen?
Right here. The route is perfectly easy to follow. I can't see how they could have got lost.
Have you considered the possibility that they might have sneaked off? I don't suppose they were the keenest pupils out here this morning, were they?
No, Miss Harborough, you could say that.
I think you should take Enid back before she catches her death of cold.
Very well, Miss Cackle.
Leave the missing 2 to us. Come along, Constance.
What can one possibly learn climbing a mound of earth?
Coordination, self-esteem, a love of nature, team spirit, possibly even a bit of geology.
Not to mention an interest in cream buns. Far better that they focus their minds on loftier pursuits.
Not round here, anyway.
Then we have your permission?
A good, invigorating climb. Sounds so refreshing that I think I'll tag along.
You, Miss Cackle? But it's a hill. A steep hill. Splendid. I'll tell the girls that we'll set out tomorrow after breakfast.
Well, there's another.
Another what, Miss Cackle?
Another inquiry from a prospective parent. All this publicity on the airwaves is having an effect, Miss Harborough. Like it or not.
I do not, Miss Cackle, like it at all. What kind of parent is interested in a school just because it's on the ring?
The girls working hard at spells and potions all day, every day for a week, being successful because that is what's been happening.
I would thank you when he arrives to act as if I wasn't here.
Miss Harborough gives her apologies, but she has quite enough on her plate already.
You! I had no idea. I'm...
Well, I say good luck to her.
And I say she'll need it.
She gets the rickety old chair.
So much for support.
Am I to understand, then, that this ludicrous potion lesson was your idea, Miss Crotchet?
Well, it wasn't mine. Although I did suggest the outdoors.
Right, girls, get into line. Check you have everything you need. The dragon! I've had some dealings with her in my time, but this is the limit.
Is something the matter, Constance?
I'll say there is. Mistress Broomhead has been going through my teaching records. She thinks they show glaring deficiencies.
Deficiencies?
Yes, my lesson plans aren't thorough enough. What right has she to say that? I get the best results of virtually every potion teacher in the country. The only failures I've ever had, I've weeded out. Work harder and more efficiently. I just don't like the way she's going about imposing it.
And I don't like the way she's changing things behind Miss Cackle's back. It makes you wonder if she wants to take over permanently. There may be one way out. Plead with Miss Cackle to come back.
What?
Oh, we can't ask that. Can we?
Pumpkin is a stage prop. You are the stage manager.
Can't you magic one?
You can't turn a magic pumpkin into a magic coach.
Why not?
Because of the Foster's effect. Look, Miss Trill, I have no time to teach you elementary spellcasting. I am fairy godmothering in 1 minute and I do not have a pump. Have you no idea how magic works, Miss...
Feels as if no one in the world cares for me at all. And while my selfish sisters dance the night away, I am left to scour...
Marvellous. Well done, everyone. Miss Crotchet, would you do a head count? Make sure everyone's arrived.
Yes.
I've heard of cases like it, Constance. Common women in the constant company of witches, spontaneously acquiring witchly powers.
Old wives' tales, surely, Miss Cackle.
But there must be some explanation.
Are you really certain she was doing magic? It wasn't some trick of the light?
Judge for yourself, Constance.
Miss Cackle, look what Imogen's done. It's true, she really has gained witchy powers.
Clearly, you see, Constance.
Yes, Miss Cackle.
You realise what this means, don't you? She's become one of us.
I can't believe it. There's so much I can do. It's like an impossible dream made real. Aeratus, impregnatus, res inflatus, omnes flatus.
All right, Imogen, I think you've proved your point.
Are we going to have to tell the school about this?
Yes, of course, Constance. We're going to have to celebrate. Mark this happy occasion with a big event. Call the whole school together and give Imogen a full witch investiture.
Miss Cackle, could I have a word?
What is it, Constance?
I don't want to be a stick in the mud, but perhaps we should handle this with caution. Whatever's going on here, it's clearly out of the ordinary. I think we should put Imogen through 1 or 2 tests before we get carried away and start arranging investitures. At the very least, we have to be sure she really is a witch.
Are you talking about me?
I did it!
Constance, she's a witch. Can't be much doubt about it.
So, do I get my investiture? Why not? It's in the witch's code, isn't it? Well, shouldn't we observe it?
I think you'll find that not even the most zealous witch these days sticks to every letter of the witch's code.
Then what's the point of it? How can we foster the spirit of witchcraft if we're sloppy? Well, speaking of which, Constance, should you really be buying your herbs in jars?
Excuse me?
It's a little lazy, isn't it? Ordering deliveries from Hogs and Horrocks. I thought potions had to be made from herbs which were freshly picked.
Well, if you don't like it, Miss Hemlock, perhaps you'd better go and pick some herbs yourself.
All right, Constance.
Very well, Miss Harbram. I'll round up some girls and do just that. Tomorrow, at the crack of dawn. Left, right, left.
No, don't drink it! It's a poison those wicked girls have been fooling you with! No!
Inimica, sister, stop us, resist us. Nothing. Power's gone already.
Yeah! But the school term most certainly.
It's just high stilts. I remember when I finished exams, I needed to let my hair down.
Then we must have had very different needs, Miss Drill. Miss Cackle!
Not now, Constance. I'm already late for my spell stuff.
This is the most difficult third year we've ever had at the Academy, and I'm afraid Miss Drill is partly responsible.
Ridiculous.
This whole idea of yours of allowing them their own space, their smuggler's den under the library.
The dangerous old book society.
Complete failure!
They love it.
Yes, that's because they're allowed to get away with whatever they want down there.
They learn independence.
They learn willful disobedience. They have become wild and rebellious, almost like teenagers.
You can't check every face, especially when the whole school's there. Besides, Fenny and Grizz did sound exactly like them.
The sooner those two get off to Weird Sister College, the better. Now are you convinced?
I'm convinced you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
I don't need to. The mole is by far the more dangerous.
And creatures.
Moles dig holes. They undermine.
You just don't want to let them grow up.
Oh, but I do. I want them to grow up immediately, without all that revolting teenage business in between. Who knows what they're up to out there?
They've probably gone to Cozy's cafe for some cream cakes and lemonade.
Miss Cackle's already checked on Cozy's. But wherever those young birds have flown off to, there's a little surprise waiting for them. Back in their nest.
Who won't?
She will. She must.
Oh, must she? Being a chanting teacher, I know what the score is. Percy, I will make a sensible suggestion, and everything will carry on. As usual.
Miss Cackle. Why exactly have you summoned us here, Miss Hardbrun?
I think you know very well, Miss Drill.
Actually, I don't.
Have you seen or heard any of the girls in the last half hour?
Well, no.
They all keep well out of is to stay in bed.
They are not in bed. They are in here, planning a revolution. As we shall soon.
At least give yourself a chance to reconsider.
Miss Drill, are these the letters I think they are? They should have been sent to their parents yesterday.
I just haven't had the time, Constance.
I'll post them for you if you like.
Miss Cackle is perfectly capable of posting her own letters.
It will save Miss Cackle time if I do it.
A healthy walk to the postbox later this evening, or perhaps tomorrow morning. She may wish time to reconsider.
Miss Cackle has made her decision.
Constance, Imogen, I will post these letters.
Standing as head girl.
Yes, of course.
For pupil power, vote Maud for head girl. Jadu back into Cackles. What if she wins?
I consider that very unlikely, not against Ethel Hallow.
Is Ethel Hallow standing?
Well, they've been at Cackles.
This is going to be a free and fair election, isn't it? No magical multiplying voting cards or anything like that, or teachers telling pupils who to vote for.
We put an anti-cheating spell on the box.
Good idea.
There. That satisfy you?